weeknight edition of the greatest D&D stream on this land and the next. Welcome to another Thursday edition of Guts, Goblins Under the Stairs, yeah. You got Soul Rack the Destroyer here, ready to slash and bash your thirsty away, along with the chattiest bitch he knows, Wilmore Chattington. He's got Fang the Mang, who's currently pooping, I think. And of course, he's got the greatest D&D stream DM in all land. Ooh, let's take a deep breath for that one. It's Nate Gonzalez! Take it away here!
Oh, thank you, Solrak the Destroyer. Yes, welcome everyone to tonight's Thursday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Guys hit me up in the Discord yesterday, said, hey, can we play tomorrow? I said, sure, let's do it. So here we are, and we're squeezing this one in. We're also going to play on Sunday, so a little back-to-back action here. Double the trouble. Without further ado, let's give you guys a quick little recap of something just go flying across the screen. I thought I saw something go flying across the tabletop. All right.
Unbeatable hits.
Seriously, right? Without that wormwood. All right. So, quick little recap. You guys started last game head to head with this Hydra that emerged out of the water after you guys saw this ghost ship. You guys were able to slash off some of its heads. It was able to bite down at some of you guys and knock Cuomo out. Almost had a little bit of a Cuomo dinner. But yeah, Silrat came in, chopped off a couple of its heads and stabbed into it and was able to slay it, running it dead in the ocean there. You guys were able to sail on into the night a little bit further with Wilmore in the crow's nest to watch. Heard some sort of a spooky lullaby singing behind him, and he turned around and noticed there was these three winged women, these harpies, flying behind him, trying to charm you guys all. Fang came running out. He was charmed by one of the harpies, and they tried to get him to crash into an iceberg up ahead, but he used his stillness of mind to shake out of it and was able to knock out this harpy and kill her and knock her out into the sea of moving ice. One of the matriarch that was out there leading them, she was able to hypnotize Solrak, even though he was able to fight off the charm originally, and was able to steal his gold locket right off his neck. It seemed like they were interested in some sort of valuables from y'all, some sort of shinies, gold, metal, whatever you have. And Wilmore saw that happening up in the crow's nest, is like, oh no, 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 no. And he did a little front flip action out of the crow's nest, stabbing down on the harpy with his dagger of venom, knocking her poisoned and the locket out of her hand. And you guys went into a quick fight, able to kill that matriarch and get that locket back quickly. And the third harpy that was with them was like, no, fuck this, I'm out here. And she went flying away, and Fang threw a dart at her, hit her in the side, but she kept on flying away. And into the night, you guys continue to go. Pretty uneventful for the rest of the evening. You guys woke up into the morning sun. It was a pretty clear day. And there's some seabirds flying up ahead. A whole flock of them seemed to be swirling over Wilmore and started shitting right on him, all over him, just plops, plops, flying everywhere. It's disgusting. And Wilmore was like, you know what, I'm enough of this shit. Eldritch Blast. He shot a couple Eldritch Blasts out at him. Nothing too chaotic happened with it, but one of the seabirds that he knocked out of the air fell right into the crow's nest with him, and he noticed a little wooden tube affixed to his leg. And inside of this wooden tube was a note rolled up from whom you all presume to be Narvi, warning Wilmore to stay out of his way, essentially. Took that, fished a little bit, caught some knucklehead trout. Some waves started coming in, and you guys started feeling a little seasick, a little woozy. Wilmore couldn't really get his sea legs on right, and he started getting really sick and started vomiting. Feeling a little woozy still. Not all there. He's gonna have a disadvantage on his dex rolls until that 24-hour period is up. But the night continued on, or the afternoon continued on into the evening until the night, and you guys approached this massive quarter-mile sized glacier that you guys can see now ahead of you, with these giant wooden lodges circled all around it, and you see the big chain that kind of connects between an opening of it out into an inlet in the center of it. And Chakapu let you guys all know that this is Svardborg. So I'll give you guys that little description again as I gave you guys pretty much at the end of the last game. floating out here in the sea of moving ice among hundreds and hundreds of icebergs. In the darkness of night, you guys see this massive iceberg with several of these giant-sized lodges situated in a ring around it. All of the lodges, as you can see, have a thick layer of ice on them. Some appear to be completely covered by ice, while others have been cleared of some of the ice to make them habitable. You can see like most of the ice on these ones that you can see right in front of you is chipped away on the side that you guys are on, and it's kind of just covering the back side. It is very dark out here in the darkness of night, and there's not a lot of lights glowing or much at all, so it's hard to make out any intimate details. But you can see like the constant expansion and contraction of this ice covering these lodges for centuries and centuries has definitely caused some damage on them, a little bit. You guys can see that hollow heart of Svardborg, that inlet. It's a flooded ice cavern that's open to the night sky, and it's where the frost giants, you can see back there, there's a couple of enormous ships docked in there as well. Chakapi let you guys know as you guys were approaching as well. He didn't actually let you guys know, but letting you guys know he did now. That Svardborg, it's an abandoned, or it was an abandoned iceberg. It was for the frost giants in the age of Asteria, which is the ancient giant empire and kingdom. And it fell over time and drifted northward and became entombed in the ice that you guys see before you. And these massive ice-covered lodges, floating out here on this iceberg, it's a sight for sore eyes for you guys out here in the open sea. And you guys approach. You're quite far away from the actual berg itself right now. It looks like you're about 500 feet away currently, sailing towards it. But as you approach, you can see it's about 50-foot tall icy walls that scale up to the top. It's like I said, it's hard to make out much detail without the illumination of the sunlight or much else other than the moon and the stars in the sky. But you can see the buildings circled around here, and there's a small 10-foot high wooden dock right to your guys' north that you can see. Leads up to these tall icy walls, and there's a wooden lodge that's right at the top of that dock there, or where that dock is situated. To the west of that, across the chain in that inlet, you can see a larger 3-story wooden lodge. And then to the west of that, you can see, and that's like the most southernmost point that you can see. And then to the west of that, you see another large 2-story lodge. And that's pretty much everything, I believe. So you guys are approaching, and what would you like to do?
Well, gentlemen, if I recall correctly, I think our good friend Chalky mentioned that the biggest abode in here was in the north. Never eat soggy west. If there's a throne room, and I'm making a town, I'm putting it in the coolest building out there, probably. Maybe we should scout out the northwest region to see if we can dock and fly over the wall or anything.
Are you thinking we dock here or we sail the perimeter?
I think we sail to the northwest. I think maybe Fang, if you and Cuomo want to go ahead, if you can go a little faster to kind of scout out the area, that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't see why not. And then, come time, to get up these icy walls, I can have Cuomo help us up with that. But yeah, I'll hop on Cuomo and go ahead to see what we see, and we'll camouflage into the night sky. So Cuomo, hip hip.
Alright, you and Cuomo take off to the night sky, begin flying into the darkness of night. And where do you begin flying to?
I mean, just to the west, like around. I would say we're pretty much following along the edge of the iceberg and the water, just like scanning, but like in the air.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put out this I'm gonna put out a token for you to be able to move around, and that'll be like, you can tell me that that's where you're at. Ooh, baby. Okay, see that?
I can't say I do. No, I fucking see it.
You never know. All right, so yeah, go ahead and position like where you would be at.
So
Where
I
you're flying
guess.
to.
So hold on, this is our boat right here, yeah.
No, yeah, right where you just clicked. Yeah, in the bottom right.
Okay. So yeah, we start there obviously, and we would head to this point, and then gradually just kind of follow the perimeter.
Okay. Make a perception check as you guys begin flying up. You get closer to the edge of Svardborg. That's southernmost point where you see this 3-story wooden lodge, partially entombed in ice.
22.
22. So you begin flying up there, and you can see as you begin getting closer to that first lodge. Looks like on the bottom floor, some snow has been tracked into an opening. Seems to be there's some stairs right at that front there. It goes into an opening that goes into the bottom floor, and there's been snow that's been tracked into there. You can see that, and there's some blue lights illuminating from the inside there. With that 22 roll, you also see on the second level, there seems to be a balcony. You also see some blue lights illuminating from in there. And on the third level, there's actually a window. It seems like it has smaller, you know, there's not a larger floor space. It's like almost like an attic, for giants at least. And there's a window on that southern side that seems to be something that you could possibly fit into if you would like. That building in itself is it's like the size of a football field, larger than that. So just to show you the vast size of it, it's kind of hard to show the scale with like on this little map here. But it's
are you saying lengthwise or
lengthwise?
height-wise?
Lengthwise.
Okay.
I mean, and the width is the width is like 250 feet wide, so that's like almost a football field there, and it's like 500 feet long. But the height of it, everything here, you can, as you're flying by, you notice the doors are definitely sized for giants. Everything in this is obviously sized for giants. So like, the floor, that first floor was at least like 50 feet tall, or like 40 feet tall.
That reminds me, by the way, I'm going to switch my Demon Sword and One Slayer swords out for my Giant Slayer Great Sword.
Hell yeah. Alright, so Fang, you fly by and you see all that. Would you like to keep going?
Yeah, just kind of take a mental note of that building being active. It doesn't seem like the building for us that we're looking for, so I will keep on going my route.
Sure. Yeah, you continue on to this next lodge. It's a 2-story lodge, and you can see that it has another opening to the front there. You see some blue light illuminating from it as well. And then as you're flying by, you can see in that second floor, there's a larger window that's sticking out of that east side that you were like kind of coming towards. I'll ping it for you so you can make sure that you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And out of that, you rolled a pretty high perception check. You can see a large horn kind of sticking out of there. With also blue dim light illuminating inside of it, inside of the room.
And that horn was just inside that window, yeah?
Yes,
Right,
like sticking out of it though.
Okay. Okay. I will actually. I'm gonna fly down to the bottom of this like seawall, and where Cuomo is, I should say, and have him like hover just like right there, so that when the guys approach, like I'll dictate them to stop at this building.
Okay, so you're gonna try to tell the guys to come over there right now?
Yeah, because were they not following me? I thought that they were.
I thought they
too.
kind of moored right there. They kind of just stayed still for a little bit. It was.
I think we would have went like we would have all gone that way. He would just went in front of us to scout.
Absolutely. Then. All right. So you guys, let me move your boat over there then. Swing. So Cuomo. So go on. Tell me what you were doing.
Are they here by now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have Cuomo, kind of, I get the attention of them, and I get back onto the ship, with Cuomo. Gentlemen, I don't know if this is the building we are looking for, but inside that larger window on the second level, pointing southeast, there is a large horn. This building may be of interest, not entirely sure what that horn could be, but I think this may be a good place to stop, at least for now. I don't know if you guys want just myself and Cuomo to take a closer look, but I figured I'd discuss with you guys.
What do you think, Soul Rat?
Well, hmm. Did you see any kind of danger or anything ahead that would make this a bad place to camp out now?
Danger, no. However, these buildings seem like they are relatively active. In the first building that you guys have already passed, I saw some snow being tracked in, lights illuminating. Same goes with this one. I didn't see any snow being tracked in, but lights were on. I
There
feel
was
like,
snow tracked in that one as well.
oh, there were.
I forgot to
So
mention.
yes.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I thought I maybe missed that then. But yeah, so obviously both buildings are active, so definitely, if you guys come with me or I go by myself, we definitely got to be quite stealthy.
Right, and the thing is, I don't know if it's safe for you to be by yourself.
You're right,
We
but
fight a giant.
I am on
beast.
a winged beast that could escape. Now, granted, if that comes about, I wouldn't fly in your guys' general direction for your guys' safety as well. But I would certainly say keep lookout.
I think,
I
I
don't
mean,
like
this
it.
is
I don't
clearly
like
an
it at all.
alarm house, I think. With the big old horn out there. Might be what they
Sure.
use to give alerts.
Ooh, in which case, maybe you could go up there and disable it.
Disable a horn.
Disable the horn, break it. I don't know, take it apart.
Okay, well, with that information, I guess I'll just go ahead and myself and Cuomo will scope it out a little bit more while you guys hang out
Yeah.
here.
Just be
Sounds good.
careful. I'd make sure you don't engage anything.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Believe me, if I don't feel like taking on any giants by myself. So if anything happens, believe me, I'm getting the hell out of there.
I'm gonna throw guidance on him while he flies away.
Thank
By
you,
the
much
way,
needed.
sorry to break character, but I just like how comically small we are compared to this giant map.
That's what I meant. That's what I was like.
Zoom in!
It's hard to like tell the scale until you like, actually look at how small you guys are, right?
It's so teeny!
Yeah.
I had to hit the zoom in button like 33 times.
That's how big those these buildings are and everything.
It's a huge bitch. I love it. It's awesome.
So you're casting guidance on him?
Yeah, I mean it lasts for a minute, but
Yeah, cool. All right. So you're gonna go flying up. Tell me what you're doing, Fang.
Yeah. So, well, real quick,
shit, we're on the
this
boat.
is-
I just
is
learned how to
this-
zoom in.
is this a 3-level or 3-story building? Because you only told me about the second story.
Yeah, no, this one's only 2 stories.
Okay. So what we are going to do is I'm going to have Cuomo kind of fly up to the very top. And actually, is this... So, do you see where I'm pinging right now?
Yep.
Okay. Is that... Like, if I were to park Cuomo right there and walk over... Is the window within eye height of... Because, like, I see it's, like, obviously, like, marked off. Like, perhaps it was, like, a ledge right...
Yeah, so that's like the
along-
shadow of like the roof beneath it. So there's I mean, if you could go to you could land. Let me ping it. You could land, like right there, and then walk down, and then enter that, because that that little line is just a shadow.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, I'll just have him like I guess, go right there, so that he's not in sight of,
Sure.
inside the window.
All right, so you go take to the air off the side of this icy wall, and you begin flying up to the sky, and you land right onto that the second roof. And Cuomo lands right there, and you're gonna hop off, Cuomo.
Yes, and then I make my way to the window, or going around it, and just kind of poke my head just to see if there's any activity going on.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check as you do that, and also make a stealth check.
Perception 13.
Unless you're not being stealthy.
I said I was being stealthy.
All right.
20. I have advantage on stealth rolls, I guess. 26.
Cool. All right. So you land on that roof and hop off Cuomo quickly and swiftly and quietly, and you begin peeking around the corner into this large opening where you see this long horn sticking out of it. Some sort of like mammoth tusk, it looks like, or something. It's the window right there. It's about 30 feet, 40 feet in opening, and you can see inside as you kind of glance inside. Some of the snow has drifted into this opening, and you see a room to the right. It's closed right there, which has a hallway right to the south of that, or to the north of that, and with another room to the north of that. And you look down, and you can also see there's an opening in the middle of the floor right there, the very center of the floor that looks down to the bottom floor. And there's some stairs on the opposite side of that. So I'll ping so the opening of the floor would be like in the center there.
Right.
The stairs would be like there. The first room was like here. Hallway here. Second room there.
Looking around the window, are there any latches for me to open it?
Oh, it's wide open. This horn is sticking out of it.
It is open.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sticking out. Okay.
Yeah.
How big is the horn?
It is fairly large. It's a mammoth horn, like a mammoth tusk.
And is it mounted on like the sill, or is it just like hanging free?
I'm sorry, I said it was mammoth, but it's actually red dragon. It's like a red dragon's horn, and it's like affixed onto there's not a tripod, but like a singular stand for it that's sticking on.
Give me 1 second.
Just real quick, Wilmore and Solrak, as you guys are down in the boat, is there anything that you guys may be discussing or thinking about or doing?
I'd probably be talking to Solrak and just
Sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna do a perception check to see about how tall these snow walls are. So if we had to,
they're 50 feet tall, about.
Yeah. Okay, so that's climbable. Guys, so I look over at Chaddington and look back up towards Fang. I say, if he gets in any trouble, Dad will have time to make it to him,
Well, I think this area over here where there's like the star on it, is there like a spot where we could like hop off if needed, or is it still like high cliffs?
Oh, that's high ground. Yeah, that would be like for an airship to be able to land on.
Okay, so we're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay. So the stand that the red dragon horn, is it like screwed? Is it screwed in, holding it in place? Would you say?
It is like it has like it's some sort of like I guess like bolted in. I guess it's like, yeah.
Tilted?
Yeah.
Okay. Not screwed.
I mean, screws I imagine are just like little things. This is a fucking 500-pound horn.
Touche. Because I'm just trying to be stealthy as possible. Not make as much noise, so I'm seeing what all I have. Okay.
I'm gonna cast message. Is he within like 120 feet? Do we see him still?
I don't think I am.
I don't think he is. He is. Nah, he's like 3 times that.
Okay. Then never mind.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to slide myself in and kind of hang out up against the wall.
Consent.
And do I have your consent?
Yes.
Cool. It's sexy. I'm gonna slide in and like just kind of like back up against the wall and just kind of see if listen to see if I hear anything.
Yeah. Make a perception check as you slide on in, and make another stealth.
So
As you're now
perception.
going inside of the building.
Perception's a nat 20. Stealth 22.
Damn.
22.
Okay. Yeah, you can clearly hear as you step inside now. Sounds like a few frost giants downstairs. At least 2, probably 3. Sounds like they're playing some sort of drinking game. Being belligerent and loud and drunk, and things are clattering on the ground, and they're making a mess, and yeah, it's like a commotion of just like these frost giants being loud and drunk.
Okay. And they're below me.
Yes, they
Okay.
as you're now in the room, so you see the opening in the floor that leads down to the lower level. You could look into that if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you look down there, and yeah, you see 3 frost giants. It looks like a male and maybe 2 females are engaged in some sort of drinking contest.
Good ratio.
Yeah, they are inebriated, clearly, as they're just like loud and like making a bunch of noise and throwing their arms about and splashing all their ale everywhere. Yeah, and then you see those stairs on the opposite side of the wall that lead up to the second level, and yeah, just you see it's just like dimly blue lit in there. Some tables. Seems like it's like a mess hall for the giants, like a gathering hall of sorts. Yeah, like a long wooden table for smaller round tables. It's pretty much what covers up most of the floor space in there. Lots of like mugs and food scraps and plates and stuff like that on top of them.
Okay. And what material is the stand holding that horn up?
It's wooden.
It is wood. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Actually, I got an idea. I'm gonna get out my tinderbox and light that stand on fire
Burn this fucker down.
and burn it. And so my plan with that is that once the structural integrity of the stand kind of weakens, then because I imagine the weight of the horn is much heavier on the outside because it's much larger and girthier. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I imagine that it's just gonna, the structural integrity is just gonna weaken, and then the horn is just gonna tilt and slide down the roof.
Okay. So you're gonna try to light it up.
Now light it up, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Burn it.
Hold the match there to the wood. I'm just watching it.
Fire, fire, fire.
Come on. And you see the match just quickly go out from the extreme cold surrounding you.
Gotcha. Okay. I get out my torch then.
Okay. All right, get out your torch and you're lighting that.
Yep.
Sure. Start lighting the torch and holding that to it. About a minute goes by. You see it starting to brown a little bit. Another minute goes by. It seems to keep on getting a little bit more scorched and scorched. Until finally, you hear in the wood. Just cracks a little bit.
At this moment, I slide out real quick, hop on Cuomo, and fly down to the boat.
Okay. As you fly down, you turn around quickly to see the horn crash out of there. You just hear it making all these loud bumps and noises as it crashes on the roof right below. And then you hear, "Oh, who's up there?" As you're already flying away. You've noticed that you've definitely gotten these frost giants' attention with that.
Am I back on the boat by now?
You're flying down quickly as you can. You make it down to the boat.
All right, guys, let's keep on sailing. Let's keep on sailing.
All right.
Yeah.
Chuck, you heard him.
Now that
What
we
happened?
know, now that
Did it
they
work?
know we're here, let's keep on keeping on.
Yeah, there's 3 of them,
Okay.
but they don't have their horn anymore, which is what you guys told me to do, right?
Yeah, I think that was successful. Good work.
Cool. Now, come on, boat.
Oh,
Let's keep it moving.
where to?
Just I don't care, Chocopee. Just hug this perimeter and keep on sailing up.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chuck.
exactly.
I think take us so that we're close to the largest building you said that was in the northwest.
Oh, I don't remember saying large building in northwest.
I thought you said that. Isn't there a big old building in here somewhere?
I don't recall mentioning that.
Someone did.
You all
here,
spoke
just keep-
of finding conch possibly in largest building. I never spoke of such thing.
Well, we'll
That's
go
right.
to we'll go to the tape at a later date. But anyway,
Sail
let's
story.
just keep on sailing out to the west. Let's just get the hell away from
Fine.
here right now.
As you guys start sailing away as quickly as you can. All right, you guys paddling? Because you
Yeah.
guys are gonna have to paddle. All right, everyone make athletics checks. See how fast you're getting away.
Now my
Wilmore.
dice are light.
Big
7.
Wilmore.
20.
Big Wilmore.
All right, you guys start paddling, trying to get away. Fang has a hard time grabbing the paddles right away, and you guys start going out as quickly as you can. And as you guys get to right about the, in eyesight of the entrance of this lodge here, you see 3 frost giants stomping out of there, each one with a massive great axe in each one of their hands, looking all around the perimeters, kind of staggering around a little bit, and don't look like they have their full balance. But they're looking out into the distance, and you can see one of them point out.
Now, hold on. Question. Why can't we, go under this thing right here?
You can, but you guys have to fucking paddle, and you rolled a 7, and you guys could do that, but you guys first have to go in front of the whole building. You crashed a horn on top of it. You had to fly down to the boat. You guys argued on the boat about where you're going to go, and then they went out there. I think the giants could run out 10 feet in front of the door to see you before all that would happen.
Oh, yeah.
Am I wrong?
No.
True.
Well, no. So, the thing was covering the boat.
That doesn't
I thought
matter.
we were up here.
You guys were here,
No,
where you
we
docked,
are-
right
we're
where you
now hidden
right where you
under
said
the thing.
Cuomo
They
was going to
cannot
be.
see us. They can't see us.
All right, but
Under
anyways,
the
you guys
thing.
see, and the giants see you, point out in your direction, but you guys keep sailing. as far as you can. You guys now, as you go up here, you go past, what you guys could see was like a little ice bridge that led to a little, looked like another airship landing spot or something like that. You can see now to your east another lodge that seems to be almost fully entombed in ice. And the frost giants are pointing out in your direction, just trailing, watching. You see one of them start stomping away to the south.
To the south.
To the southeast.
Well, gentlemen, I think we've been had.
Now, there's only two logical explanations as to why he'd be going to the southeast. One, they have a spare horn. Two, they're going to the throne to let their leader know.
Well, I
Of
believe the
course,
leader
there's
was
always
on the
going to be a
big
backup
ship.
horn. Logically,
You can't just have
no
one
great
horn.
leader doesn't have a backup horn. We should have totally thought of that. But in case there isn't, perhaps there's other giants in that room.
Should I scope out this building real quick?
We might as well. They know we're in the water. The best we can do is hide amongst them at this point.
Alright.
Fly us up.
Yep, I'll make it a quickie.
I love how
Cuomo, hit
the whole mission was stealth, and that was not what happened in the first 5 minutes.
Hey, they said break the horn.
I
broke
never
the
said
horn.
break the horn. I said look at the horn. I
No,
said,
but
see
you
if can
asked-
do it.
you
I never
asked
said burn
You
the
asked
house
Solrak.
down.
I did say dismantle, but dismantle could mean several different things.
Yeah, no one said light a fire in the
Hey,
house and
if
have
it
a horn
was-
drop
if it
off
was-
the side. No one specifically said that. I just
Listen,
wanna
if
point
it
that
was
out.
if it was screwed in like I had envisioned, I was gonna whip out my mess kit and my knife, and I was gonna start unscrewing that Phillips head.
And then it
Real-
still
real
would have
s-
fallen off the side of the
My
house.
man,
Yeah.
that ball should be my uncle.
I wanted you to put like cotton in it, so when they went to blow it, it didn't make a sound. But instead, you cut the building in half.
So,
Big horn.
you guys keep on paddling up to the edge of Svartborg. Now you see this massive building, single floor that's completely entombed in ice. You can see from here, it looks like it's inhabitable. It's got a thick layer of ice covering it.
Thick layer of ice.
do believe this is probably the best place to get off. So there's definitely not going to be any giants here already.
Yeah, I think maybe we get off here and cover the rest by foot. And yeah,
This is going to be fun, huh?
if you see any other large objects, just kind of leave them in the same place, maybe.
You hear that, Solrak?
yeah, totally. I'll make sure not to light horns on fire.
But
Right.
do you think Quobo can get us up there? Maybe.
Oh yeah, no problem. Giants, anyone hop on with me? Saves
Of
Cuomo a trip.
course.
All right, Cuomo hip hip. Flies us up in front of this building.
Okay. All right. So right there. Where's your token? It's this one. Okay, you fly to right about there, and yeah, as I mentioned, this building looks like it's pretty much completely covered in ice. This lodge, it's completely wrecked. You see a lot of the roof has been broken, and pieces of the siding has been splintered off. A lot of timber just kind of juts out of the sides of it, and yeah, it's completely covered in ice.
It's up there too, right? Yeah, I'm with you.
And Cuomo is gonna start getting Solrak and Chocopy.
And I'm gonna go. Don't forget the boat.
I'll Chocopy, let's go, fucking, you know what I mean, tie it down. Throw sails.
No,
Anchor.
I will.
Anchor, yes, anchor. God.
I mean, it's a.
I will
it's a boat in a
collapse it.
box. Just put it back in the box.
It's my favorite Lonely Island
Sad.
song.
Isn't there a code word?
Yeah. It's Rampoo.
Just pick it up, rampoo it, Put it in your hand.
Yeah, once the big bird comes get us, then last one on. Make sure to be last, so I can do that.
Yeah. So okay. So Cuomo gets you, Solrak.
Gets Chocopee first.
Okay, he gets
Then-
Chocolate.
And then as he gets me, I say, as I get on, I say Rampu, and as the thing collapses, I take it into my hand, and we fly up, and I'll give it to you, Fang.
All right, so you guys are all now on this on Svardborg, feet on Svardborg, and you see there's two frost giants standing in front of that lodge, just watching you guys do all this, and they start stomping up in your direction.
Okay, and how far away are they from us about?
They are about 300 feet away right now.
300 feet.
Let me drop
Well,
some
gents,
Yeah, Luke, is your door closed?
No, hey! Hold on. So Nate, timeout. My math. You said they were in front of the building when they.
When you guys first were in front of the building as well. Yeah.
I'm saying when they saw us get in front of this building, because it's much further than 300 feet.
No, it's not.
It's 20 feet per square.
Yeah, so measure it. I have it measured up.
Oh, what the fuck?
over the rainbow.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you're paying attention.
Yeah, Luke. Stop questioning me. I got it. So, alright, so you see these frost giants walking up to you guys, and you guys are now standing in front of this inhabitable frost-covered building. What are you guys doing?
Jess, let's go in the building here.
All right, let's try to
Lure
hide,
them
I
in.
guess.
They know where we are.
Alright,
If they want to come fight with us, they gotta come in here.
so make a perception check.
Alright.
Yeah, Luke, is your door closed?
Yeah, close it. Colton is,
It's all I hear.
Oh, shut up! Oh, too loud.
10.
10. Okay, yeah, you're looking around, because you're like, should we go in here? You see that there's like a very small spot where like some of the timber is broken off, where it looks like maybe you guys might be able to try to squeeze through if you wanted to. It's a tight squeeze though.
Let's do it. I point to it, and I start walking towards it.
Yeah, because these giants are
Running.
slowly stumbling their way up there, kind of like bouncing back and forth towards each other and bumping into each other's shoulders.
And I'm gonna stay at the hole, and I'm gonna help them through first.
Okay. So everyone's squeezing through the hole. Alright, Wilmore dives through, no problem. Fang, make a acrobatics check.
He's going to backflip in.
25.
Cool.
Whoa.
Nice. 15. Chocopee, you slide on in easily. Chocopee also squeezes himself in. Brutus, he gets his head in, starts trying to push himself through. His paws get stuck on the front end, and he's having a hard time squeezing himself through.
I'm gonna push him through.
You give him a push, gives him advantage. Yep, and that way you kind of give him a push, and then he pushes on through. Just squeezing, kind of scrapes up his sides a little bit. Makes like a little bit of a squealing sound as he pushes through that wood and kind of scratches up his side a little bit. But now you guys have Cuomo out here, this big bird who's looking like he's got a hard time to squeeze in through this small hole. Solrak and Cuomo on the other outside of the hole still.
I go ahead.
I'm gonna fly him up, and post him up on the roof here, and keep him in check, like keep him bay. I'll come back down.
So you're telling him to go up on the roof? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so he's away from the giants.
Okay. Cuomo flies up to the roof then? Is that what's happening, Fang?
No. No.
What the fuck do you think is gonna happen?
I pop out of the building, and I hop on Cuomo, and we fly up together. I'm not leaving Cuomo behind.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
So you two are flying in the air.
Yes. Camouflage in the night sky.
Alright, well then I go in the hole.
Alright, Silrak, make a acrobatics. Try to squeeze on through.
Okay. You fucker. 17.
Yeah, you actually kind of like break through a little bit more with your shoulder as you're getting through, but you break through without a problem. You guys are now are Solrak, Wilmore, Chakapi, and Brutus are all inside of like this. It looks like an ice cavern that's like situated pretty much inside of this lodge that's been broken into pieces, just been destroyed by years and years of the expansion and contraction of the ice on top of it.
Alright. Let's keep an eye out for any icicles or anything that might be falling. Could land on us here.
Yeah, kind of take a look at the ceiling.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's any spots for us.
I'm sorry, if there's what?
Hiding spots for the three of us. You
Sure.
have surprised the giants with too.
Sure. So you look up as you get in here, Wilmore. You can definitely see that it looks like there's icicles that have been dripping down from the ceiling, creating like almost like stalactites from there. But you know, they're just like icicles dripping down from there. You look up and you're fairly certain that it's nothing to be too cautious of. It's just standard ice.
Right.
But Silrak, you're looking around for like some place to hide out in here. This whole place seems like it's a pretty solid like dugout area. You know, it's a pretty wide in diameter, and it actually looks like there's a exit from on the east side if you were to keep on going around. Let me actually expose a little bit more with the fog here.
I'm gonna go. Well, I mean, they already know we're here, so let me just see something real quick. I'm gonna go stick my head out the hole.
Alright, you're gonna stick your head back out the hole?
Yeah, just kind of look like, how far are they? What are they doing?
Sure. Yeah, they seem to be still like kind of stumbling their way over towards you guys. They have made it about 100 feet away now.
They're 100 feet away.
to
Okay,
the
I'm
building,
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna cast Enemies Abound
Okay.
on the one furthest away from the cliff.
Okay. And that's wisdom.
That's a intellect 15.
Ooh.
Intelligence.
Okay. Would you send that to the game log?
What do I do? Is it shift click or something? Oh, no, it says send a game log. Yeah, it basically fights something that it sees.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna duck my head back in.
All right. And Fang, what are you doing?
I'm just.
Yeah, so I targeted this one.
I'm like circling the entire building, checking out what they're doing. Obviously, they're just kind of approaching a building, but also seeing what's on the other side of this building.
Okay, so you're
We're
up in
just
the air?
Yeah, so we're just circling.
Okay, so both of the giants watch you kind of take flight to the air. And they're both like drunk, just standing there watching. And the one just kind of nudges the other one. Like, you can't see hear what they're talking about. He's saying to him though, like, where the fuck is going on here? Who the fuck is that? And as he nudges the one, he looks back at him, just fucking clocks him across the face. Yeah, that'll hit. And does 21 points of damage to him, just knocking him across the face, and then he like comes backhanded and knocks him again, because they got multi-attack. Yeah, and that'll hit again.
Mm-hmm.
And for another 16. So you said the blue one or the white one was the one you were targeting?
The one whose back wouldn't be towards the cliff. This one right here, the white one, is the one that's hitting.
Okay, cool. So he hits that guy twice for some big old damage, just cold cocking him across the face, and he looks at him, like spits down on the ground. You see him like just wave up his hands in the air, and they're both drunk. Actually, this should have been at disadvantage because they are drunk. Both of them, they would still hit. And kind of just shoves them back. And you can see them start arguing right there, and they're just tussling around with each other. The one that got hit a couple times, he's not like putting in like big punches on him or anything, but the other one just keeps on throwing massive hits at him. Yeah, that'll hit again, actually. So
While all this is going on, we're obviously hearing it, and I'm just looking at Solrak and all and going,
Look over at what's his face, Chocopy, and I go, shh.
Chocopy looks down at Brutus. Shoo.
So, can I see what's going on the other side of the building?
What'd you say?
I said, can I see what's going on the other side of the building?
Yeah, so where exactly? You're just on the north side?
Yeah, so I said, like, we're just kind of circling, watching them, just scanning.
Yeah, so, Wilmer, you're watching them, and like I said, the one just keeps on kind of just, like, shoving him back, like, not, like, hitting him fully.
I'm not even watching them anymore.
Okay.
I just cast the spell and just duck back in,
Alright,
like, so no one sees me.
Alright,
So, like, they're the only two, like, that's the only person that the enemy bound can see.
Sure, that works. Alright, you get up here, Fang, a little bit further, and you can see another building that this one is completely entombed in ice, and through the ice you can see it's completely demolished and destroyed. All the roof is not intact anymore, just timber splintered and sundered everywhere.
And what about, like, on the east side?
I mean, you can keep flying if you want, but let me go back down to the giants then, because you flying up that kind of distance takes a little bit of time. Yeah, this one giant just he clocks him again across the face. You can see that or I guess you guys can't see because no one's watching, but he starts getting pissed off at him, and now he winds up and he takes a swing back at him. Oh my god. Alright. No, because it's disadvantage, so he rolled a 2, so yeah, he misses the hit on him. Yeah, and the one hasn't missed a disadvantage hit yet, though. And he's, like, hunched over, like, fucking all sorts of beaten up. And the other one's just like, he's in a drunk rage right now, just, like, trying to beat the shit out of whoever he can. So back up to Fang. You can see, as you get further up north, go around the edge a little bit more. You can see another smaller building completely entombed in ice. Seems to have like another like part of it to the north of it that's been fractured off of it. But you can see behind that. Well, are you flying like over the buildings or around the edges?
No, I was just circling the building that they're in.
Okay, so, okay.
So like, I should be able to scan, like, I guess a decent amount, but just like I'm only sticking to the perimeter of this building.
Okay, so that's about as far as you can probably see then, I would say, with the darkness and night and everything. But yeah, you just see all these buildings up here that seem to be completely entombed in ice. Okay. These giants seem to be just going at it outside, fighting each other. Fang and Solrak, or Wilmer and Solrak, what are you guys doing inside this cavern?
I look over at Wilmore, say, hey, Charrington, under me this. We're thinking what we're looking for would be in the coolest main room in the whole place, right? Wouldn't you want to hide it somewhere that no one would be able to get to? I look around. Here we are. I think it could be in here. Yeah.
Maybe. I do recall that it's saying it was going to be on the Jarl's throne. I mean, if I had a throne, I wouldn't put it in here.
I don't
But
know.
I mean, maybe.
It's
I mean, why
nice,
don't? I mean, if and then I kind of point outside. They're doing their thing out there. Why don't you and I just kind of look around here for a little bit? We've got a minute to kill.
Let's do it. Start looking around.
Yep. I just kind of start looking around.
Sure. You guys can both make perception checks.
Fucking 2.
Oh, 2 in perception. Well, I found it if it's there. At 20.
Hey, you're looking all around, trying to find, any sort of crevices or hideout areas. You found the one like little dugout area that you could maybe go into that goes inside the lodge, where you guys could maybe hide out inside there. But you're looking around. It doesn't seem like anything of any importance is in here. A bunch of broken lumber from the building just scattered across the ground. It's very frozen, solid ground. Frozen like domed ceiling all around you. It's like a tomb of ice that you guys are inside of right now, and yeah, can't find anything of any sort of importance. But with a perception check of a 25 like that, you do notice there is certain areas, pockets in the ground in certain areas where it seems like maybe the ice has been like shaved a little.
Shaved. I'm gonna look at that. Does it look like it was shaved by a claw or an instrument?
With a 25 perception, I'll say that yeah, you can tell that it looks like it was maybe from some sort of like scratching or claws or something like that.
Solrak, I think Solrak, Chaki, Brutus. I think we should stay by the door. It's not like human fingers, right? Because like the slaves, it's more of like an animal finger, or
Yeah, from what you can tell, it definitely seems like they're larger claw marks.
okay. I think there may be something in here, and I just kind of like put my back to like the front wall, and just kind of start looking around.
Yeah, signal over to the exit that on the other side of the room that we hadn't noticed before.
Mhm.
Say, should go that way then.
Do you think maybe it lives down there?
Take a quick look to see if that exit looks like it leads to like outside. Like, do I see any night sky or anything, or any night lights or anything of the sort, or if it just looks like it goes into.
Yeah, you
kind
start
of
walking on over there a little bit closer to just see if like you can see out a little bit, see if it just goes into darkness of a cave or expands out into the open. And yeah, you do see a little bit of the night sky light coming in through that opening right there.
I think that leads to the outside here. It's our best bet.
Okay, we can try to flag down Fang over there, I guess.
That's the perfect move.
Well, we let those two sort it out. They're still swinging at each other.
Yeah. Fang, what are you doing?
I'm still circling.
So you're gonna keep going around the whole perimeter of all of Svartborg?
No, not Svardborg, the building.
Oh,
Just this building,
yeah. Well, yeah, you've seen everything you can with this building.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like if I'm like looking, I'm saying like okay, this perimeter like
just monitoring.
eventually like, well yeah, that and just like eventually like I'd make it to this side and like be looking east of this building, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
So just surveying the entire area around the building.
Gotcha.
Far
Okay,
as I can.
so you keep going on. You're about at the most northern eastern part of it then. And yeah, you can see now the center of Svardborg as you get over the building and whatnot. You see the center harbor, which is home to you see two massive great ships docked on the east side and the south side, and then you see another one with two smaller ships entombed in ice on the north side, very close to you. And on that one, you can see shitload of barbarians, and a few yetis as well. And you see a frost giant sitting on one of the boats, the smaller boats.
And it's only on that boat that I see the barbarians on.
Yeah, from where you are flying right now.
Okay. All right. I mean, I can't really do anything else, I guess.
You do, underneath of you see that cavern opening as well. That's a wide opening. It goes, it's right to the south of you.
Like right here.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just continue to hover in the sky.
Okay. Alright. Back in the cave. Solrak and Wilmore.
It sounds like we're gonna kind of try to head out of the cave. I'm assuming this like dotted line is the cave.
Correct, yes. It's like the bounds of that like icy dome.
Well, I mean, we could just leave those two out there to it and head on out, I guess. I see your lips moving, Soul Rap. I can't hear you.
Oh, I was doing my new mime trick I've been working on.
Fun trick. You should try getting better at it, though.
Oh, well, yeah, let's make our way over there. Yeah. Start.
I'm like, while we're moving though, I am specifically looking for like a creature that would live here.
Yeah, make a survival check.
I'm smelling and trying to listen. Anything.
Make a perception with advantage.
13 for 13.
All right. You guys are looking around because Wilmore has been noticing these little dugout. It looks like the snow, the ice has been dug, been shaved away and scratched at a bit, and kind of just still like packed there though. And so you guys are, taking note of that and looking around and making sure that there's no beast or monsters in this vicinity, and you feel pretty confident that, at least you're not aware of any directly around you right now. Solrak don't seem to smell anything in the air, don't hear anything skidding around or anything, and Wilmore, you don't seem to notice any of these or any sorts of beasts scurrying around as well, or any tracks that would lead you to see them.
And you just move towards the exit.
All right. You guys continue to move towards the exit a bit, and you guys get up, about to where it turns into like a bottleneck, a more narrow area, and Solrak, you feel the ground start shaking beneath you a little bit.
Oh, God. And I look behind me, and I say, run. And I start running towards the exit.
As soon as you yell run, jumping out of the ice, you see this massive six-legged frost salamander. Let me send that to the game log because it's nasty looking.
Salamander. I don't like this.
Blue-skinned lizard kind of flesh and kind of glacial ice dripping down from it. It jumps out of the ice and kind of grinds its teeth at you and whips its tail back and forth and surprises you guys. It makes you see it stand up on its back two legs, and it has four other legs scratching all about, and it's going to try to scratch at everyone. And that's everyone with advantage. So first one is at Solrak. That's a should be. Oh, those aren't showing the actual number. That's weird. Alright, well that's a natural 20. 17 plus 9 on Wilmore, a 13 plus 9 on Chakafi, and a 5 plus 9 on Brutus, which just hits.
All hits.
Solrak, you get
I hate you. Just do
15 points of damage. Wilmore, you get 10 points of damage. Chocopee gets 7. Brutus gets 8. And then he whips his tail around and smacks Solrak as well.
Come on.
With the natural 1, so you just jump over that one,
Uh,
dodging out of the way. And let's add you guys to the combat tracker and let's roll initiative. Let's see. Fang, you heard the shrill cries of Solrak down below.
Whoa, combat tracker looks nice.
The manly cries.
And you can move it around, and you guys can move your character sheets around now too, and resize them.
Ooh.
I still can't do that for some reason.
You should be able to.
How do I do that?
You can't move. If you click on the black bar on the top, you can't move the window around. Your character sheet.
No.
Super slow. I don't know if it's.
All
Right.
right.
Perhaps too big for me.
Let me put this on.
No, I can't move my character sheet either.
Oh, interesting. I will
Maybe
let
it's just
them know. Alright. So, I gotta get Chocopee's character sheet up.
I can move the combat tracker though. That I can do.
Nice. Alright, so the Frost Salamander jolts out of the ice, breaking away that ice layer beneath your guys' feet, and you can see its massive six-legged body with this blue tail whipping around back and forth, and its sharp teeth looking at your guys' direction, looking to bite down at someone. And yeah, it's gonna do exactly what it just did and try to call at Solrak twice. A 19 and a 25.
Both hit.
Both
Bastard.
hit. That's 9 plus 19 points of damage.
And I'm gonna use superiority die to cut one of those in half.
Cool. It's not in half. You roll a d8, I believe.
Oh, a D8. Hold on, let me check. When a character's Gemini, you max spend to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die.
A d8.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
So D8 plus 2.
Yep. On
Okay.
Wilmore, let's see, a 19 and a 27.
So I took 7 off.
Okay.
So I got 12
19 and a
damage.
27.
Yes.
So it's 4 hits. Fun. I'm gonna shield the 19
Okay.
for just one attack.
9 points of damage. And then 1 on Chocopee. That's a hit. 10 points of damage. Alright. Up now is Solrak. You see it just has this like blue like energy just kind of writhing up through its body as well. This icy, chilling energy.
Alright. Okay, first things first. This thing did a lot of damage to me, and now I'm fucking pissed off here. So I'm gonna rage here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stab the giant slayer greatsword into the snow on the ground, and take out my demon sword and my one slayer, and come at this bitch old school here.
Hell yeah.
So first things first. Hold on. So, slayer. Cool. And now I'm going to attack with demon sword here.
First swing with Demon Sword comes across, slashes
That's an 18.
into its body. You see the flaming cuts right through. Yeah. Roll damage.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a hit.
Plus D6. Hold on. So an 11 plus 2, 13 here.
Alright, you see as the blade of the demon sword slices through its body, you see that flame just definitely sears away a lot of its skin, and it shrieks out in pain. It looks up to the sky, and its face goes side to side, just crying out in pain. Definitely looks like that hurts it.
Good bitch, because he's gonna come for more, and I swing back again. Demon sword. Then it down. Ooh, yeah, that's 22.
22 definitely hits.
That is 10 so far, plus 5, 15 damage.
Nice. And that flame you see definitely sears away its skin as it cries out to the sky again. Anything else for you?
That is it. Actually, no, never mind, because my rage would be my bonus action as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool, so I'm good.
All right, Wilmore, you are up.
Is Chocopi rolling initiative?
Oh, yeah, let me roll him, sorry. I thought he was already in there. He gets a 16.
Perfect. Am I within opportunity attack of guy, or I guess he hit me. Then I guess
You
I
are,
am.
yes, because he's got a pretty hefty reach.
Got it. So I am gonna stay within the reach, but I'm gonna like put myself behind Solrak.
Sure.
And I'm gonna ready Dissonant Whispers till after Chocopi. I'm gonna like roll over there and like look at Chocopi and be like, "Get him, buddy!" And I'm just gonna ready Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. And anything for sanity? Or do you have a bonus action?
Bonus action. I'm gonna roll a D8.
Okay.
And then Sanity's gonna like just kind of scream in and like buzz him to give advantage to Chocopi's.
All right.
First.
Sounds good. Chocopi is up now. He's got this massive frost salamander in front of him. He kind of looks at him, grits his teeth, and you see his two tusks like sticking up, and he comes running at him with his two scimitars in hand. He goes and backhand slashes him one time. Misses with a 15, unfortunately. Goes and tries to slash him again. Oh yeah, with advantage. Cool. So 28 actually. That hits, and then he uses a sneak attack on that as well. Because the guy's got range, so that does an extra 4 damage. He does 14 points of slashing into him, and then he's gonna take another backhand or offhand swing at him, slash up, hits him with a 23, and does another 10 points of damage.
And that's gonna be a Dissonant Whispers, 15 Wisdom, 9 damage.
Fail.
It's 9 damage, and I guess 3 opportunity attacks, right? I get an opportunity attack because I get my reaction back after I
Yep.
shielded.
So he goes slamming back into this wall right here, as far as he can, and then yes, Chocopi, Wilmore, and Solrak, everyone, if you would like, you get to take an opportunity attack.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chocopi hits, does 11 damage.
I'm actually gonna keep my reaction. I'm not gonna attack him.
Cool.
15?
15 is gonna miss. He's the Dissonant Whispers just gets him screaming and crawling away as fast as he can. Caught you off guard and you just missed the swing. Fang, you were up now. You were outside of this tunnel. Like I said, you could hear their cries and screams as this frost salamander jumped out of the ground to attack.
Yeah, Solrak's screaming really loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so bonus action,
It's more of a manly roar, by the way.
Mhm.
The record right now.
well,
No, not at all. Not like that at all. It's more like, roar, muscle, man.
So, I mean, it's fine if you won't allow it, but can. Nah, never mind. All right, I'm gonna bonus action. Click the mechanism on my quarterstaff and start gliding down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What is my?
I'll
Double check my glide.
So it'll be let's see. I'm not sure if I put something on the staff, but I think I 10 foot range, glide speed. Yeah, so it's 30 feet. So if you want to like dash and glide, I'll let you get 60 feet down. Well, I guess you only need to get
to
30 feet down to the ground, actually. So yeah, you could fly down 30 feet and then run another 30, and that'd be a dash, and you'd be right at him.
Okay. So I'm definitely gonna fly down. And then
Because you can spend it, you can do Step of the Wind and dash as a bonus action if you wanted to.
so bonus action was clicking the mechanism.
Gotcha.
That's
right.
But if I'm within, all right, if I land here, I'm 30 feet away.
Mhm.
So I'll spend 2 key points and use Water Whip on him. So he has to make a Dex saving throw.
Alright, so you click the
15.
button, your little wings fly out of your quarterstaff, and you
Yep.
jump off Cuomo, glide down to the ground, land in front of the tunnel entrance, and you send out a water whip at him.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a what save? A nat 20.
Yeah, never mind.
But is it if I fail?
On
On a successful save, creature takes half as much damage.
Yes.
So roll the damage.
There we go. Oh shit. Come on now. What the fuck? There we go. Ooh. So 9 damage.
9 damage, very nice. Smacks him in the back, turns around, didn't see you there at first, and he kind of snarls. Actually, here, because it was a surprise. 19. Alright, so, yep, you bludgeon him with that water whip. Anything else?
No, that's you know what? Yeah, I'll use 2 more key points and do it again.
Okay.
So
wait,
DC
yeah, I guess you can do it again. Yep, go for it.
2 attacks return.
Yeah.
So that's on you.
I rolled an 18, 20, 19, and 18. So another...
Alright, so... 2. Wow, that fucking sucks. 3.
3 points of damage. Just like a super soaker, just kind of squirting him in the back right there. Turns around, notices you, and hisses in your direction, but then quickly snaps his head back around. Are you done your turn? Fully?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. He quickly snaps his head back around and looks at the direction of the rest of the party.
Cuomo's turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, go for it then.
He's just gonna fly down next to me, and that's it.
Okay. Did I have... There it is. This frost salamander, you guys see that blue, cold, frosty energy kind of just riding through his neck and through his body, and he opens up his mouth, and out comes this freezing breath of air, just kind of frosting over everyone. You guys feel like icicles start covering your skin. I need everyone that's in that range to make a Constitution saving throw. So that's Brutus and Chaka P2. Brutus saves.
Constitution, you said?
Correct. I lost a dice. Ooh, Chaka P did not save.
Nat 20, bitch.
Nice.
So we're gonna do a backflip. Hey!
Wilmore, that was a 6.
Mhm.
So this cold breath kind of covers over you. It covers you with a layer of frost. You take 40 points of cold damage as it just covers you with this layer of ice and frost all over you. Chalk P also takes that damage. Brutus takes 20, and Solrak, you take 10.
I'm down.
Would that be 5 because of my range?
No. That's
Oh,
that was it.
that.
Reduced already. Yep.
Damn.
And Wilmore goes down. You guys, and as I mentioned, you could see that like blue cold energy kind of riding through its body, and after it releases this, you see that energy is no longer there. Solrak, you're up with your brethren Wilmore Chattington down at your ankles.
Oh, that pisses me off even more here. And so now I'm swinging Demon Sword. Extra hard here.
Alright, so you gotta go running on up to him.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
I'm extremely zoomed out, so I'll do it.
I got you. I'll take it for you. So you go running up to him 20 feet, both swords in hand, and go slash down on him with your demon sword.
Yeah, buddy. 16.
And go to slash at him, and he just dodges out of the way of that demon sword slash.
Damn, I'll swing again.
It's a slippery frost salamander.
That son of a bitch. 22 hit.
22 hits. See that in his eyes, his beady little blue eyes, he's scared of this flame sword that you had. But he's also, as you slash into him, you see he cries out in pain, but he also seems to be enjoying it a little bit as you then see that blue energy start charging up in his body once more as soon as that flaming slash cuts through him.
So I got 18 damage there, but now I'm gonna swing one Slayer.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay. Dirty 20 here.
Dirty 20 will slash through him.
And 9 damage.
9 damage. All right, yeah. And I said you could see every time you cut through with the demon sword, you see that skin just kind of searing away. The old one, Long Slayer, seems like it just did a normal cut to him, but after he did that second demon sword hit, that cold energy seems to be kind of charging up through his body once more. Anything else for you though now?
Can I do a second wind and regain some health?
You did bonus action to do your third attack.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Never mind.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, Wilmore, you are up now, covered in a layer of frost, frozen on the ground, unconscious. Is there any memories that pop in your head as you are kind of reeling back and through this like weird time space of what's it called? Purgatory.
Guess as cause like so I was standing behind Solrak when I died, and I kind of like fell limp with like one hand on his ankle, and as he ran away, I could just barely feel it, and I just went back to, you know, being in a jail cell as the door was opened. I was holding onto a big metal bar, and the door opened, and it just kind of pulled out of my hand, just as Solrak's ankle did as he ran away.
I love it. Go ahead and roll that death save.
There it is.
There you go. That's one success. Feel your fingers start kind of being able to break through the ice just a little bit. Chalk P is up now. Goes running up next to his brother in Solrak with his 2 scimitars in hand, slashing down. First one hits. Second one definitely hits. He takes 11 slashing plus a sneak attack on the first damage, 20 damage total on that, and then he offhand slashes back up right into its abdomen, does another 6 points of damage into him there. Frost Salamander screams out in pain. You see it kind of split open. Some of the entrails start spilling out a little bit, but then it slowly seals back shut with looks like frost sealing it over. Fang, you're up.
Right. I will. I run up behind the frost salamander, and I am going to attack with my quarterstaff.
Hell yeah. Roll to hit.
26, baby.
26 will hit.
And I'm a 6 damage, and I'm gonna do a stunning strike with that.
What's the save?
Con save 15.
You turn around, you hit him with the quarterstaff, knock him right on his backside. As you do that, he kind of just tumbles off to the side a little bit and just seems to be frozen, stunned in place, if you will. I rolled a 13.
Nate, I for some reason, so wasn't there some feat I had where I could dash and I could still take my attack, or am I thinking of
No, you're thinking of that was Barfer.
Barfer?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. At least I wasn't tripping that much. Okay. Um. So then I will. Okay. So I will then. Can I use my bonus action now to charge my wolf bite ring?
You
Can I do that
you
in
do the
between
no,
attacks?
you do the wolf bite if you hit.
Oh, okay. All right. So then I'll go ahead with my
It just like it
quarterstaff.
gives you extra damage as your bonus
Gotcha.
action.
Okay, so I'll go ahead with my quarterstaff again
Sure.
with advantage. 28. Okay, so 22.
Yeah, that hits. And
Yeah,
so
that's
roll damage, and then you're gonna do a wolf bite as well.
Yep. So there's 7 damage, and then wolf bite. It's 2d6. So, ooh, 8.
8. All right. I don't know if you guys just heard. There's like this sweet like flute part in the song right there. That was really cool.
I heard that.
All right. Anything else for you?
That is everything because
Cuomo.
that is a bonus action, I think. Cuomo sees the frost salamander prone, so he's gonna have his way with it. Try and finish him off because that's how he is.
All right.
And so he's gonna come at it with a beak.
Sorry, I realized I didn't have him out here. All right, beak attack.
20.
Uh,
Oh,
it
12 will miss.
that will miss, yes, but it should be able to roll from extras now as well.
Okay. All right, so then I'll come with claws. I don't know. Did that roll?
No, I don't see it.
Okay, I'll just roll another d20. I'll look at it again. 11.
11 will miss as well.
Okay.
Oh wait, both of these have advantage.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so I guess the beak will miss then.
Yeah. Just roll one more.
Yeah. 12. So he
Yeah.
doesn't get advantage on both?
Oh, I'm sorry, I saw the custom roll above it, but that was the wolf bite. Yeah. So go ahead, roll one more.
There we go, Cuomo.
Finally.
24.
Yeah, go for it. Roll
All right,
damage.
let me try that roll. I guess not. Okay. It's 2d6 plus 3. It's 10 damage for Cuomo.
Okay. Cuomo claws into its flesh. It's frozen there. Looks at Cuomo in fear, but can't seem to move or react or anything. All right. Brutus is up now. He's just gonna run on up, right next to Silrak, and bark up and give Silrak help on his first attack. The Frost Salamander frozen there. Remind me, Stunning Strike. Do I get a save for that on my turn or anything again?
Yeah, let me double check. I think it's just he falls prone. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so so it's just the end of your next turn. Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
So he is stunned right now. He can't do anything. Silrak, you're up.
All right.
See him frozen in fear.
Get your ass. Get it. I'm gonna get it. Hold on a second. So I'm not gonna hit him with Demon Sword anymore because I'm seeing that the fire damage is only helping him.
You can definitely tell that it's hurting him, but you can tell that it's helping him in some sort of way too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to now stab one Slayer and Demon Sword down and pick my Giant Slayer back up.
Okay. You could do 2 old ones stabs if you want, and do 1 demon sword if you want. So you can still take 3 slashes at it. But it's your call.
I'm scared of this fire thing. I don't want to get hit with this. You're right.
Like I said, you notice that the fire is definitely hurting it more so than like the cuts itself is, but you also notice that the fire made its cold energy restore.
Okay, cool. Well, I will do 2 one slayers.
All right, you get advantage on all of these swings.
Oh,
Yeah, Brutus didn't even need to give you help, but you get advantage on them all.
I like it.
He doesn't
I
know that.
like
He's a dog.
it.
That's how much I don't metagame.
That is
Yeah,
that's 25. But let me see in case I crit on any of these.
yeah,
Oh
absolutely,
my
man.
god, that was almost a 20.
Well,
Okay.
was the 19? Was it okay, no, so it's a 6 plus 9. Gotcha. Yeah, the first one will hit for sure.
And that is 11 damage.
11 damage, big hit. Slash into its body. It's got its 2 claws like sticking up at you. It's just frozen.
And that's 18. But let me roll again. And 26.
Those will hit.
That's 15 damage.
And so
And I get 2 more, you said, right?
how does Solrak do it?
Oh, yeah! And I am hurt. I am pissed off. I'm looking at frozen over Chaddington. Say, enough is enough here! And I come, old one slayer, long sword, and I stab the salamander right in the fucking throat, through the face, and you can see the blade like coming out of its eye, like. And I take it out, and it just like squirrels to the ground, and it just starts bleeding out.
Savage. Yeah, you guys see this massive, like 12, 15 foot long, 6-legged creature just kind of recoil after Solrak cuts through it, falls to the ground, and it's slayed there, lifeless. You guys are at the exit of this little icy cavern that you guys have made your way inside of now.
I go check on Chaddington, and I have a health kit, so I'm going to stabilize him.
Hey, save that soul wreck. Save that soul wreck as I run over there, and I cast Spare the Dying on him, to which he becomes stable.
Yep. Go over to him quickly, run over, slide down, and place your palm on him, and you cast Spare the Dying, which you know will at least render him stable, not let him pass on through to the other side. He still needs some health, though, as he's frozen there,
Yes.
solid.
I
use
will.
my second win, by the way, and get some health back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Give yourself some health.
He can't give it to you,
Do that.
unfortunately.
Yeah, no, do that.
Chaddington. I will do. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. I will give you 1 greater potion of healing, and then I will also do Cure Wounds.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
He's asleep and frosted over right now.
Oh, okay. I thought
Spare the Dying
when
only. It literally, he's still unconscious. He's still like,
gotcha.
he gets no health. He just won't die.
Okay, so then I guess I didn't really waste a turn since it's a cantrip. All right, I will go over to him and see, kind of analyze where he's been injured. I guess it's his frosted body, and I just try and warm him up with my Cure Wounds.
Absolutely. You go over to him, and how does your cure wounds look?
6. So like I said, I analyze his injuries. And I see that he's frosted over. So my hands start glowing this burning red, and I just kind of rub around his entire body as the frost starts to come off. Yes, I know you like that. As the frost starts to come off, and I see his palish white skin start to regain life, and a little a tent starts to pop up in the southern hemisphere of Chaddington.
Whew. I dig the warmth, my friend.
Yep. So you got, I think it was 6.
Yeah.
6.
6. And then for you, my good sir, a potion of greater healing, unless you have potions for yourself.
I have a potion for myself, but why don't you just keep the greater healing? I think I'm just gonna kind of stay back a little bit.
Like you typically do. That's fine with us.
All right.
I have a potion of superior healing, which I'm going to chug.
Humble brag. There, you're good.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat up right now. So it's 8d4 plus 8 hit points.
Yep. So you pop off the cork on that, and you begin slinging that back. And as soon as you get that in your body, you feel rejuvenated, like you just drank a can of Surge, and you're ready to go.
27 back, yeah.
That's great.
Much better. Much better.
I'm feeling better. That's full health, isn't it?
I believe so.
How about
Yeah,
that?
buddy.
That's pretty sweet. So you guys are now inside this cavern. You see this frost salamander, obviously, that was culprit of digging up these holes that Wilmer spotted all around here. I'm not sure if there's any more in here or not, though. You guys do see the exit that goes right into the center of the Svardborg here. You guys can see the heart of the inlet and the water and the great ships that are docked inside of there.
Well, boys, let's get the heck out of here.
Careful, gents. Just to the left of this this cavern opening is a ship filled with barbarians and a frost giant.
I wonder if they're slaves.
Barbarians.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Like I said,
Maybe a
there's that
little
frost
slave
giant too.
rebellion would give us a nice cover.
Yeah, I do like that idea a lot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
I
I was thinking.
let's see. Hold on one sec.
Let's investigate just a little bit in that. My eyes roll back in my head and I fall flat on the ground. And Sandy's gonna fly over. And just like, are they shackled? Like,
Yeah, so make a perception check as Sanity begins flying over and checking out the site.
perception. So -2 to this roll. So 9.
Okay. You begin flying over, and it's pretty dark in the night here, and there's not any light really illuminating out here. But it seems like this frost giant who's stationed in one of the punts, these two smaller boats outside of this larger one, he's kind of just like kicked back and like dictating orders at them and shouting at them. See about like 18 to 20 of these barbarians. They seem to be kind of similarly dressed as the other like Uthgard barbarians you guys have came across in the north. They do seem to be tethered to the actual like icy wall above the ship, and it looks like with ropes and iron spikes. It looks like they're using like spears to chip away at the ice, trying to break out this great ship. And there's like yetis on the ship as well, digging at the ice with their claws.
And they're all just tethered to it, pretty much.
Yeah, the yetis aren't. They're actually on the deck itself and just scratching away at the boat, or at the ice rather. Yeah, and it's like the ship itself is kind of like the way it's entombed in the ice. It's like the hull like kind of like leans in a bit of a precarious way. It's like at an angle a little bit.
Well, gentlemen, I don't really have many ideas on how to get them off, actually. That's gonna be a tricky one.
Do you even think that that's what we need to be doing right now? I mean, I'm a little concerned about the that one frost giant that started heading in the opposite direction as the other two.
Well,
Okay.
that's true, but I mean, if we free these barbarians, it might be useful in battle.
I guess I just don't know how we're gonna free them.
Let's see. Well, there's no. You didn't see anything. What if we one of us tries to lure the giant from the boat out as you say, a distraction, and when that happens here, the others go in there and see what they can do.
Perhaps Cuomo can cause a distraction, or maybe Chaddington.
Yep, one of the two would be good at that. Chaddington does have the ring, so he can always disappear, even though it's not good to put it on for long periods of time, because you're watched. Cuomo can fly away as well. Something tells me Chaddington's filthy little mouth could come in handy here to learn this giant.
Well, I think if Chaddington's got the invisibility ring, he should be the one sneaking onto the boat. I mean, someone's got to get onto the boat in order to free them, correct?
That's true, but he is rather sneaky.
So perhaps I mean...
I do want to point out that those Yetis aren't chained. So, I don't know if I'd have to kill them. And I'm obviously looking pretty rough. I don't know if I can.
That's true. Well, I'll come with you.
Can we like peek our heads out and just, or like, I'll put the ring on and just walk out invisibly and like, is there anything like, what do the buildings look like? Is there any buildings we haven't seen yet in this middle?
Yeah, so you, I mean, you pretty much have seen every building now. I mean, you haven't, but Fang and Cuomo have. There is another one now that you pop out here fully. You see to the northeast another, like, from your perspective, what you can see it's entombed in ice on that side. It's a single-story lodge. It seems to have like a bell tower or something that sticks up from the top of it. To the very east, you see another just fully entombed building of ice, and then it circles back around to where you guys have started. And you can now see, of course, the two great ships in the center, docked to the east and the south, and then the one that I explained to you that's frozen in the ice to the north.
Okay, so there's really only 4 buildings that are like not completely destroyed.
That is correct.
And the one in the front is the biggest one.
That's correct.
The 3-story. Okay. Go back. Go up. Well, Jet. I mean, eventually we're gonna have to figure out where the horn is in which of these buildings, but I mean, we can try to do something about this here giant. Just, well, I don't know what. I tell you what. Cuomo?
Oh, by the way, I make sure to pick up my Giant Slayer sword.
You're good. You're good.
I'm gonna go. If we're all in on the diversion, I'll go all in on the diversion. Is that what we want?
And I agree.
Yeah, and if the
We're
and if the giant gets a little suspicious, I've got a trick.
You're all in too?
Oh,
Chakapi would chime in, say, diversion may work. However, what happened to plan at hand?
Plan what?
This will help with the plan at hand.
Yeah.
Original plan.
What is the plan?
Stealth.
Stealth went out the window.
Enter throne room. Steal conch.
Which
Leave.
one's the throne room?
It appears the largest building is the south, as you pointed.
Where the giant, the big one, headed to, right? Without the others.
Correct.
So
At this point, they've suspected that someone's on their island, and are prepared for everything. At this point, I feel like
maybe
think about
take
it.
right.
They were drunk.
So here's the thing. Exactly, Fang. They think that there's someone's in their island. Now, if we are able to pull this off, they might think it's just a barbarian rebellion going on here. Try to quell that, and meanwhile, while they're too busy trying to catch all these barbarians, we sneak into the throne room and steal the conch. Yeah.
I just think the DM doesn't want to roll for 30 barbarians in a battle against a bunch of frost giants.
I don't know what a DM is, but he sounds like an asshole.
I tell you what, Fang, why don't you go scope that place out one more time? The big one to the south. Just do a quick flyby, and if you let us know how many giants you see in there. Maybe there's no giants in there, and we just sneak on in and take the conch and go. I mean, it is 1 a.m. Whatever time it is.
I hope it's that
Pretty
easy.
late.
All right, we'll do that real quick.
But I tell you what, worst case scenario, I'll go all in on this, but I don't think y'all understand what all in mean.
I'm in. Let's do this.
Let's just please let's just scope out that big one real quick. Just make sure.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that real quick. Come on, Cuomo. And I'm also going to, I don't know if it was up or not, but I'm going to put the hood of my cloak of elven kind up.
Okay.
So camouflage.
Yeah, and then so you and Cloma begin flying down. Tell me the path in which you take or where you go.
We are going to go like, hold on, like this way. I'm just gonna. Oh, we're gonna go like bounce like around here. We're just gonna follow like pretty much going over top of the buildings.
Okay, go ahead and do the stealth. Excuse me, with advantage.
Stealth. 26, 27.
All right, you take to the night sky, begin flying up above these two larger lodges to the south. That's one 2-story one, which you've knocked this red dragon horn out of, and then you start approaching the southernmost one with the 3 levels to it. And you fly up to, let's see, you're getting like right up to the west side of it now, and you can see on that side doesn't seem to be like any sort of windows or anything approaching from there. Do you want to keep going around to the south?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we're gonna fly on top of the building, like right where I put Cuomo.
Okay. You fly and perch right there on top of the building. As I mentioned earlier, it seems to be like a giant-sized attic. It's a smaller space, at least for giants that is. It's about, say, 50 feet wide and like probably 100 feet deep. And yeah, you see a large window right below the southern point of it, right below where you land. About 30 feet wide of a window.
And
that is open. It's in like an open space.
okay. And from where I'm at, I can access that window.
If you'd like to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just poke in there real quick, see if I see anything or hear anything.
Absolutely. You poke in there real quick. You see that it's it kind of has like this like pitched roof as you look in, but first thing that catches your eye, kind of shocks you, is a large wooden cage that's like right to the left of the window, containing a giant owl in it. A beautiful white giant owl. It kind of like looks at you and turns its head as it looks at you. It's kind of
Giant white owl.
cleans its feathers a little bit, and then behind that you can see like the owl. This cage is like it's chained to the ceiling. It's like a by some sort of like a metal chain. And the cage itself is pretty large. It's like 20 feet in size.
Does the owl seem to be like he's like captured, or is he like
Make an investigation.
Okay. Yeah, 3.
I can't really tell. It's strange that it's up here on the top level, like almost in a storage place. There's a as I was about to mention, behind the cage and everything, you see a whole bunch of wooden barrels and crates and chests. Some of them 8 feet tall. The crate's like 10 feet wide. Pretty big, giant-sized stuff. Just a whole bunch of like storage.
First I'm gonna go over to the owl and like offer it. I'm gonna, speak softly to it and just like, say like, I don't know, she's like my animal handling, so and just
Yeah.
make sure we're kind of on the same page and befriend it.
Sure. Make an animal handling check if you'd like.
20.
Cool. And so tell me exactly what you do.
So, I slowly approach the white owl as like I'm, like I said, reassuring with my soft-spoken words that, I'm a friend of yours. It's okay. Nothing to be afraid of. And like I even offer some of like my rations, like some nuts, some berries, and I stick it out like I stick my hand into the cage with the nuts and berries and offer it to the owl to befriend it.
For a moment, it kind of just like looks at you with like it cocks its head to the side and looks down at the food and just quickly starts pecking down at your hand and taking in the nuts and berries that you have, the rations that you have.
And I give it a quick scratch like behind the ear, and then go about perusing quietly through the chest and barrels and crates.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check as you pop up in there, and then I'm gonna hop back to Wilmore and Silrak real quick. You guys are sitting in that cavern, just like kind of waiting for Fang to come back. Is there anything that you guys want to do real quick in the time period?
I am taking a sniff to see if I feel anything, smell anything coming, or hear anything.
Yeah, you can do that perception with advantage. Anything for you, Wilmore?
I'm just gonna kind of crawl out with the ring on.
15.
Just kind of look out down the road just to see if there's anything down there, just to kind of see him coming.
You're going down south.
I'm going like right here, like just so I can see the building that he went into.
Okay, sure. All right. Silrak, don't seem to smell anything notable in your guys' vicinity. That frost salamander smell is a little gross, but nothing fresh and lively heading your direction. Wilmore, as you slide down there a little bit, you do
with
notice...
my ring on it.
Yeah, you notice seems to be like some sort of like dugout through the ice on the backside of these buildings, tunnels that go into each one of them. Smaller sized ones. Looks like maybe the barbarians use them.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Sure. Fang, you rolled an 11 on your stealth.
17 because advantage.
17. Okay. And so yeah, you go start poking around. As I mentioned, yeah, there's several wooden barrels, crates, and chests. Some of the crates are 10 feet on a side. Barrels stand about 8 feet tall. Try to shove one, it's about 500 pounds. It's pretty heavy. Chests are about 10 feet long, 6 feet wide, and 7 feet tall. And you look at it, it seems to have like a frozen lid on it.
On the chest?
Yes. Yeah, on most of the chest, yeah.
Okay.
And also in this room, as you're now like walking around, you also see there's a ladder that goes down from the east side of the room down a level.
Okay. I'm gonna whip out my torch again and try and use it to like melt off the frozen lid.
Okay. All right. So I know it's like 11 o'clock right now, your guys' time. Do you guys want to wrap it up in just a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like 10 more minutes.
Sure. Okay. All right. So you start taking the torch to start thawing away at this the lid, and it takes a little bit of time, but yeah, you're able to thaw away most of the ice off of one of the lids as you stand there. It takes about like a minute.
Go to open the first one at least.
Yeah. Go ahead. You start trying to pry it open. It seems kind of stuck on there still. You make an athletics check if you'd like.
Okay. 16.
Yep, you go ahead and crack this one open. trying to be as quietly as you can still. Inside of here, you find neatly packed inside this crate are a bunch of flasks, about 60 flasks of jars that have a flame on the side of them. You also see packed inside of here a statuette of a bronze griffin. It's pretty small. It's something that could like fit in your pocket if you'd like, and it has like these outspread wings.
Yeah, so I'll take the statuette and the and one of the flask.
Okay.
I shut it real quietly, and I poke my head just down the ladder to see if I see or hear anything.
Make a perception check.
21.
Okay. You kind of poke down the ladder. It's hard to see like around and like get a full view of like the room below, but you can hear a female frost giant who sounds a little belligerent speaking to two other frost giants down there. And with the 21, you also hear snarling of some wolves.
With that, am I able to tell if they're on the second level or on the first level?
They are on that level right below you, the second level.
I hop out that window and I get back on the Cuomo and have him fly me down to the rooftop where there's access to the second level window.
Okay. You go on and fly down, and you quickly notice that window, it's a full balcony that exposes to the outside, to that southern outside. Three pillars kind of like separate the inside to the outside balcony, where some of the snow has drifted and blown into there. But it's like a wide opening of like 60 feet, this balcony that opens up. So if you land down there, make a stealth check.
23.
Goddamn, boy.
21. It's a 23.
You fly down there quickly and land quietly with Cuomo. You see the one frost giant as you land down there and peek your head in, just yelling belligerently at the two frost giants, pointing in the direction of like where you guys are coming from and everything. And you can hear like the two other frost giants speaking to them. Who would ever be out here? You guys need to stop drinking so much. It's an embarrassment. You guys are an embarrassment to us. Go back to the lodge and get some rest. You need some sleep. No, I tell you, I saw them. I saw a human flying on some sort of creature. And there was a boat too. A boat with more humans. Ah, he looks out the window quickly. You rolled a 21 or 23. Damn. You got this cloak pulled over you, just giving you full stealthiness in the night, camouflaging you perfectly. He looks out the window. See, I see no boats out there. You too drunk. Go back to sleep.
I quietly get back to Cuomo, hop on him, and fly back to everyone else.
Fly up into the air, and you make your way back up to the cavern where everyone else is stationed at, waiting for you.
Gents. Okay, so now I'm starting to think that we don't need the barbarians.
Sorry, because I just told you that you saw these frost giants in there. I didn't tell you what the room looked like, because I'm assuming that you would have quickly looked in the room real quick, right?
On the second level?
I mean, or you just kind of, because you noticed that this is a big wide opening, so you kind of like shifted real quick to hide, I'm assuming, or would you have looked?
Yeah,
also?
I don't know. It's tough to say in that situation.
Absolutely.
Like, so
how about this?
I would
do perception with disadvantage.
That's cool. Yeah, so I ain't gonna get it. That's a 5 right there.
Cool. No, as soon as you popped your head around that corner and landed down there, you saw 3 frost giants and you just jumped back. Not a chance to see anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So I make my way back to the cavern. So guys, I'm thinking Chucky P is right based off of the intel that I've collected. I don't think we need to worry about the barbarians or the frost giants. What I ever heard in that one building is one, that's probably the main building that we need to go to. Two, Jarl doesn't believe, or who I presume to be is Jarl, doesn't believe the drunken giant that saw us. He thinks that the island is still vacant. Um, however, I will say there's two frost giants there, as well as some pretty ferocious sounding wolves. So we have to be on our A game here. And I say we go back to Plan A, stealth mode.
So
I got a slight layout of the building too.
all right. So this time, we're destroying stuff on fire. Then we'll
Yep.
collapse. Okay, cool. As long as
Yeah,
we're on the same page.
we're on the same page.
But perfect. That sounds great.
All right. Another thing is there is a giant owl that I befriended, really cute white owl, in the attic. Along in the attic are a bunch of chests, barrels, and crates. Some of which to have a frozen lid on them. But I did manage to snag this bronze griffin statuette, as well as one of these flasks with a flame on the side of them. By any chance, have you guys ever seen like this insignia before with the flame?
Solrak has absolutely seen this. His family used to have loads of this on hand. It is known as Alchemist Fire.
Alchemist fire. So there are 60 flasks of this alchemist fire, I guess, in one of the crates over there. And then, like I said, I thought this bronze griffin statuette was pretty cool. But yeah, I managed to snag one of these flasks, and there's plenty more crates and chests in the attic as well. So who knows what kind of goodies are up there? And they were hanging out on the second floor. So our best bet is probably the attic, or I don't think going in on the main level is safe. I think they have an advantage on us if we go in.
You may want to check out these. The main levels, I think, may be slave quarters.
You think?
And I
You could be right.
gesture to. I mean, because giants clearly can't use that engine.
Well, they could. The doors are large enough.
The tunnels, Nate, are like human size, right?
Correct. Yes, those tunnels are. They'd be pretty narrow for a giant to be able to squeeze through.
Yeah. Talking about those tunnels down on the bottom, but I mean, I think we can check it out.
We would just have to be careful about another one of those frost salamanders. That would just get in the way of what I'm doing. And I could always have Cuomo fly us up there too.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Well, it sounds like you guys have a plan lined up to pick up on Sunday.
Yar har!
Wonderful. Well, you guys are officially on Svardborg, this glacial rift of the frost giants. Have made quite an entrance, letting some of these drunken frost giants know that you're here. But we'll see how much more you guys can stealth your way into these southern lodges and see what you can find. And when we pick up on Sunday.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Joining all of us. Have a wonderful Thursday evening. Watch out for those goblins under the stairs. Take it easy. Later, guys. Bye.
See ya.